Have you ever seen a toddler trying to fit a square block into a round hole? It probably wasn't working very well because the toddler doesn't know about shapes yet. Hello, my name is Nathaniel Bergen, and today I'm going to be talking to you about unraveling the mystery of machine learning. It's going to be very important to know about this because as this new technology advances, it's going to be more and more incorporated into our daily lives. So, today I'm going to be talking to you about the history of machine learning, some methods used in machine learning, some applications of machine learning, and we'll take a peek at the future of what machine learning might do for us in the new possibilities that might be given to us in the future. All right, so the history of machine learning, we need to talk about the calculator. And the earliest form of the calculator is the Chinese abacus. This was used by early civilization to make mathematical calculations that they could not do in their head. But we did really not see true computers show up until World War II, when the Allies invited a group of mathematicians to come together and build a deciphering machine that would decipher the codes of the German armies. And so the Allies used this information to exploit their war tactics. A couple of machine learning methods that I studied was reinforcement learning and genetic algorithms. Reinforcement learning is going for the most reward. So, say you give an animal food, it'll go for that food because it sees it as a reward. The same thing for a machine learning that follows reinforcement learning will say you want to look for a red object and you give the machine three levers to pull. It'll pull each lever, and when it notices one drops a red object, it will continually pull that red lever because it sees that as giving it the most reward. Genetic algorithms are a little more complex. They follow a step-by-step process that solves problems in a way very similar to biology. The first time that they encounter a problem, such as running into an obstacle, they'll generate a random code, such as jumping to the left, jumping to the right, or jumping up and jumping forward. And they will assess the fitness of each one and how well they are at solving the problem. And then once they notice that maybe jumping up and jumping forward causes them to gain one more step up and to progress, they'll make the selection, they'll mate the two pieces of code together, and they'll use the new code they'll make a small mutation in it, and they'll use this new code to try and solve the problem. If it does not solve the problem, then they'll recycle the process again until a solution is found. All right, some applications of machine learning that we see is in data mining. Data mining is defined as the process of collecting, searching through, and analyzing large amounts of data in a database as to find patterns and relationships. So where might we see this? We definitely see this in business. One business that I noticed while going through research was a grocery store that wanted to analyze its data. And it found out that men typically come in and shop on Thursdays and Saturdays. And they typically bought beer and diapers. So, to make the best use of this information, they decided to put the beer section a little closer to the diaper section and to charge full price on Thursdays and Saturdays. Therefore, they increased their revenue. All right, now we're going to take a look at some of the future possibilities that machine learning might give us. There has been recent breakthroughs in technology within the past few years that have allowed us to read brainwaves. And I believe that machine learning will help us to map out these brainwaves and allow us to determine new technology that might help us to read minds and read brain waves so that we can effectively figure out what people are thinking. So we've covered talking about machine learning, and we've talked a little bit about the history of machine learning. We've talked about some methods used in machine learning, some applications in machine learning such as data mining, and we've taken a small peek at what the future possibilities machine learning might present to us. So maybe if the future, if one of these new machines comes into contact with that toddler, he might just lift the lid and say, "Silly human," and just throw the block in the easy way. Thank you.